Lori Vallow-Daybell, the so-called Doomsday Cult Mom, she's still in jail. Her children are still missing tonight. But now another lawsuit, involving her niece's ex-husband, Brandon Boudreaux. You know, we've talked about him before, alleging that he was shot at, that he noticed certain things happening with Melani, his wife, who is, again, Lori Vallow's niece, and how she kind of got caught up in Lori Vallow's doomsday world. Well, there's now a defamation lawsuit that's been filed, and Ted Rollins has more details for us tonight.
Melani Pawlowski, formerly Melani Boudreaux, is Lori Vallow's niece. She was one of the last people to spend significant time with Lori before and after her two children, Tylee and JJ, went missing. Melani is currently in a bitter custody battle with her ex-husband Brandon, who accuses Melani of following her Aunt Lori's extreme religious beliefs, abandoning her children to be close to Lori and Chad Daybell, and possibly being involved in an attempt on his life last October.
And where are the kids?
Now, Brandon has filed a defamation lawsuit against two of Melani's attorneys, including this man, Garrett Smith, who accompanied Melani to her last child custody hearing. The lawsuit is based on two bombshell press releases published by Melani's attorneys filled with extreme accusations, saying in part that Brandon, quote, has a history of victimizing women, which is probably an extension of his use of extreme and dark pornography. Melani's lawyers say she, quote, confronted Brandon Boudreaux in June of last year with proof of his pornography addiction and homosexual affairs, prompting Boudreaux to retaliate with threats to attack her and take her kids away. Other claims by Melani include accusing Boudreaux's family of covering up child molestation, drug addiction, kidnapping, assaults, and even killings. Attorney Garrett Smith addressed the media after Melani's last court appearance and talked about his client's connection to Lori Vallow.
Melani is very fond of her aunt. Her fondness for her aunt has, I'm sure, very little to do with her religious beliefs, but more to do with the kind of person that she thinks she is.
Brandon, who denies any of the wild accusations in the press releases, told Fox 13 in Salt Lake last year that he was very close to Lori Vallow for years and actually baptized Tylee.
I spent the last 11 years of my life spending time with Lori and her now deceased husband, Charles. I don't know why they're doing what they're doing. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what happened to those kids. I know that there's people who do and they're not talking.
Melani claims she had nothing to do with the attempt on Brandon's life and doesn't know where Lori's children are. She recently posted a message on Facebook saying in part, I have been falsely accused of many things, wrongfully judged, betrayed by those who I thought loved and supported me. Worst of all, my 4 beautiful children have been unjustly kept from me since October.
Amazing. I mean, there's so much drama, so many legal cases and investigations going on with all this. Let's bring Ted Rollins back in. Ted, you know, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised by any of this. What do you think happens here? I mean, you're filing a lawsuit. What do you think the end game is? What does he really want here?
Yeah, well, bottom line, you know this, whenever there's a divorce or a custody battle, accusations, wild accusations, fly on both sides, and we're seeing that in this case. At both sides, I was in contact with the attorneys on both sides of this, including the attorneys who were served with this lawsuit today, and they're saying we're going to let it play out in court. They have till the 15th of this month to respond to it. They sent a reply to Court TV late today, basically saying they've read the complaint and deny any of the accusations in that complaint pertaining to those press releases and those accusations. We'll see how it plays out. It's another piece of this puzzle which just keeps going on and on and on.
And again, you get to the heart of this story as well as Lori Vallow's story. It's about the kids. So where are Melani and Brandon's children right now?
They're with Brandon Boudreaux. He has custody. Melani wants custody back. She gave him custody basically when she left to be with Lori and Chad Daybell when she moved up to Idaho. Said, hey, take the kids. And he has had them ever since. He continues to have them with his family in an undisclosed location.